everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We have a couple of teams who come off losses just 1 week ago and now want to flip things back in a positive direction. It's the Ravens going up against the Steelers. Now for the call of this Week 7 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works. And
I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Set. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go on the ground. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
We've got a 3rd and 11.
Let's go! Brand 38!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination.
And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Second and goal to go now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So 2 tries from the 2, and they remain at the 2.
And now I'm thinking RPO, where they call run-pass option. Don't just make it a simple running play. Give them a chance. Put in the hands of your...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Now back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
This pass caught at the 4. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. To play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. That's caught at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding, offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. So a costly penalty marker, and it's now 3rd and 11.
Here we go now.
They'll drop the throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Offside, defense.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finding time. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A good pickup there, a 22. Fresh set of downs here. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. So we've hit halftime. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but Felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now. Green, 30 now, Barney.
They'll look to throw again. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now here comes the Steelers defense once more. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out. You feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
False start, offense.
Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got Rodgers. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. 1, 9.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the... Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now look at 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Go. 10 yards still left on second down. Time running out, and with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their big-bodied receiver. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Bud Dupree from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Back to throw here. He's got time in the pocket. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, let the natural light up today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Steelers defense getting ready here for this next possession. And a great job last time. They got the 4th down stop. It led to points. See if they can make magic happen twice.
How about the defense, though? You're going to go for it against us on your own side of the field. Rose up and stopped them. Went off the field and said, offense, take over. Put it in the end zone for us. And that's exactly what they did.
Puts a little chip on their shoulder when that happens, right?
Yeah, a lot of meanness involved in that.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And oh, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got time. Now a desperation. This is caught inside the 15. A big play on third for the Ravens. And even 40 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. Back to throw here. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Eli Rogers, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here's the Ravens defense as they head back out there now. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Now the first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Steelers a first down.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
3 down. All right, here we go. Boom, line it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And now this is back-to-back weeks that he has treated us with a really solid performance.
We know he's great. We expect it. But this is pretty special what we're watching here. We're watching a guy in total command of every situation, throwing the ball well, guiding his team, moving them. This is a whole lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it was fun last week. Sometimes it feels like we're at all these games. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Steelers, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field.